Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a look based off of the Kylie Royal Peach palette. I just really saw the colors in this, I saw people using it, and I wanted it. If you want to know my thoughts on this palette and how I got this look, and also a quick review on how I put my eyelashes on, then please keep on watching. Oh, and don't forget to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to swatch all the colors in this palette. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do before anything else is I'm just going to apply some of my Best Sam lip mask. This is the best thing to use on your lips before you put anything on them, any kind of liquid lipstick, anything like that. I really am obsessed with this lip mask. And just so you know, if you do want to purchase it, you can go on www.bestsambeauty.com and use Smile Style Slay. I'll leave the link down below and you'll get 20% off any of your Best Sam Beauty purchases. So like I said, for this video I'm going to be doing a quick review and a look of the new Kylie Royal Peach palette. I'll say that there's definitely some shades in this palette that I wasn't too thrilled with and I expected that I would like a lot more, but the colors that I do like are really awesome. So let's jump right in. So before I go into the palette, the first thing I'm going to do is just prime my lid. So I'm actually going to be using the Cella Ivory Lace Highlighter Crayon. This is like a multi-use crayon. You can use this in the inside of your waterline to brighten up your eyes a little bit. I'm actually using it as a base for my shadow. So I'm just going to put this all over. It's like a flesh color. Sometimes I think white is just a little too stark. Alright, so to ensure that all of the shadows go on nicely, I'm actually taking a bit of just a blender brush, and I'm going to take the color, this light peach color right up top. It is the color Sorbet. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. And it is changing up the color a little bit, but that's okay. Adding a bit of orange, which I was planning on doing anyway. So I'm just going to lock that in place. You can use a translucent powder if you want. This is fine for what I'm going to do. So now on the box of the Royal Peach palette when it first came, which I don't actually have anymore, but you can find it online. It's just a picture of Kylie's eyes, and then she has the royal blue color underneath and a more orange blown out smoky eye on top. So that's what I'm going to try and achieve with these shadows and see how it comes out. So I'm going to start with the lid. I'm picking up the brush that comes with this. It's a really nice blending brush. Focus, there we go. I'll be picking up the color Sandy in the palette. It's this right down here. It's like cooler tone brown. I'm just swiping this. I'm not being very precise about it. I'm just swiping this in the crease area, bringing it up a little bit. To make it a little more dramatic, I'm actually going to be using a separate palette. I'm going to be picking up the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette for this one, and I'm going to go in with the color Cypress Umber. It's a really dark brown color all the way in this corner over here. And I'm just putting this on the outer add a little bit more drama. Alright, going back to the Kylie palette. The other thing that I'm like a little unsure about this palette with is the fact that it is missing like a really light like highlighting shade in here. I think I'm just going to skip that for now, see how the rest of the look comes out, and then if I really feel like I need a highlight, I guess I'll have to pick one up from a different palette. So what I'm going to do next, I'm actually going to work with this royal blue color in here, and it's actually called Royal. And this is going to go all the way underneath the waterline. So I'm picking up this tiny little Inglot brush. This is the 20p. It's really small. I want to make sure that this blue really shows up, so I'm just going to keep going over that until it is nice and bright. A lot of the times when you use a blue shadow, a lot of people think that, you know, it's not a wearable look and you can't really pull it off, and a lot of blues kind of look like a hooker. I think that this is pretty wearable on a night out, or especially if you keep the lid space more neutral. In order to pull this look together a little bit more, I'm actually going to take a black liner. I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes. I feel like I need more blue. I will say that I noticed with this palette that the matte shades are a lot more potent than the rest, which is interesting. It's not usually the case. So the next thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of mascara on before I put on some lashes. So I'm actually using the new Maybelline Colossal Spider Effect. I'm one who tends to like more spidery, you know, voluminous, creepy looking eyelashes. So I'm just taking a little bit of this and rolling it onto my lashes. But the actual formula of the mascara is really nice, and I keep getting it on that one. I'm just going to quickly coat my bottom lashes. So now I'm going to show you how I apply my false lashes. What I'm going to do is take a really super precise tweezer. I got these in a package. They're super small with individual lashes. I find that they're really sharp and super easy to place the lashes where they need to be, and then they're good at getting in there and just making sure that everything is stuck. The issue that I usually have with false lashes tend to lift up in the inner corner. So what I like to do is snip a little bit off the ends and have them start a little bit further out. I like to measure them first. I want to make sure that I put enough glue in the inner corner. You never want to use too much glue because sometimes it just doesn't dry down enough. You want to blow on it for a couple seconds to make sure that the lash is tacky enough before you put it on your eye, because if it's still very wet, it's not going to stick nicely. Then I'm taking it from above and carefully placing it down. Don't worry that it's not all sticking. Then work on the inner corner first. Place it there. Then come to the outer corner and place that one down too. And then you can work on, if anything pops up, you can just go back in. If you're new to using lashes, I suggest using a liquid liner first to disguise the lash band. I mean, once you get the hang of it, if you place them correctly, you won't need any eyeliner to hide it. But it's a really good trick to making sure that, you know, your lash band is hidden and no one can really see the gap between your real eyelashes and the falsies. It really does help to complete a look, in my opinion. So again, I'm going in from above. It's easiest to look down. Don't shut your eye while you're doing this because you'll place it in the wrong spot. And then I'm just taking it and placing it. You want to place it right on the lash line, not on the lid. It's So right on the base of your lashes is where it should be sitting. So lastly, I'm just going to do my lips and then we're going to be done with this look. So I'm actually going to be taking my favorite lip duo in the entire world, and good to know it's also a drugstore duo. They don't come together, they're not in the same brand or anything, but they look really nice together, and everyone keeps asking me what is on my lips. So this is what I use. This is the NYX Lip Liner in the color Ever. It's a pencil, it's just one of those normal pencils, and I really should sharpen it. It's like a mauve-y nude color, it's like a deep nude. And then I'm taking the color by Maybelline, it's called Bare All. I'm gonna be honest, this lipstick is definitely light in shade. It's very light. It's like that nude lip that everyone used to wear back in high school. But to be honest with you, I just happen to like this. It might not work for your skin tone. You might have to find something that's a little bit more, either a little bit more pink or a little bit more peach. But for me, this combo looks really, really nice. What I'm gonna do is, what I like to do, because I put on the Best Damn Lip Mask first, I just like to run my finger on my lips really quick to just rub that in a little bit more, because sometimes when you have a really glossy like lip balm on your lips, the pencil tends to slide around. So just gonna start outlining my lips. And then what I like to do is I like to start coloring in my lips just a tiny little bit so that when I put the lipstick on, it's more of an ombre effect. This is also going to help make your lips look a little bit more plump. And also having a lip liner underneath your lipstick will make your color stay a little bit longer if you're not using a liquid lip, and today I'm not, so. And now I'm taking the lipstick that looks pretty much flat at this point and just filling in. And then what I do is I just take my finger and just run it. And this is the final result. So here I have the first row. If it would focus, that'd be great. Here's the first row. I was a little unimpressed with the second color. I thought that I would get a little bit more color payoff with that one. Honestly, I thought I would get more color payoff with a lot of these shadows, to be honest with you. I just wasn't too impressed with how those came out. This is the color payoff of the second row. And to be honest with you, like, a lot of the matte shadows like look really, really great on my eyes, but when you swatch some of these shimmery shadows, I'm just like really unimpressed. But, you know, maybe if you try them with a little Fix Plus or a little bit of spray or something in the right brush, maybe you can get some good color payoff. I just wasn't too thrilled with how they looked with a swatch. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you got some good insight on whether you want to purchase this Kylie Royal Peach palette or not. Don't forget to check out the rest of the videos in my channel and subscribe. The link is right down below to all of my social media and also some of the products that I use in this video. If you want to subscribe, the button is right down below and you can keep up to date on any videos that I have coming out. She's got eyeshadow all over me. I've also teamed up with Hint Beauty on a couple of different projects that are coming up and also that have passed, so don't forget to check them out as well. I look forward to talking to you guys again soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!